Welcome to Green Living Innovations YouTube channel. In the previous video, I showed you how to run HLOOKUP, how to run VLOOKUP in the dataset that you have. We said that we can use these tools to analyze the data. So once the data is well sorted, we've removed the duplicates, we've filtered it off, then we run these tests and we find that yes, this is the results that we want. We can present that data using different forms. We can use the tables, the charts, and other means that we would love to use. But today, I want to show you one important tool that you need to use. This one, it is a must. If you are a data analyst, a data presenter, every information, even you are just making a report for the week, you can use dashboards and present your data so easily, because as you can see, I'm just having totals and total costs, the total profit there. I've calculated that. That's for financial according to the towns. Then I have the names of the towns here. Then I even showed using the charts here. I can use this one, and even the pie chart can also be very nice and can represent our data clean and neat. So all this data, as you can see using these diagrams, I just drew it from a simple information just like this one. This is really the information that gave us all those things. So why should I not show you today how you should create your dashboard? So to start that, let's jump on our PCs and do the work. I have a pretty example that I'm going to use, the practical one for those who are in healthy. So you are going to use the datasheet that is in the link below and follow along what I'm doing. Alright, here I am. So I have this data here well sorted. So the rule number one, once you have the data, you need to make sure that you create a table, you organize your data. That's what we learned, and it is the standard, because we know the benefits of having the table. If I want to highlight everything in the table, it is very simple. Just come and say Control A and highlight everything, then grab that and put it in the chart that I want. Good. So a dashboard, it is a very nice tool that you need to use, because the data used to create dashboards comes from another worksheet or source of another workbook. The data looks much more complicated in the spreadsheet, like the way it is here. Imagine that I had a lot of data here, or a lot of columns and rows. It can be bulk for me to see. It can be so clustered. So another example where you can use a dashboard once you want to present your data, you can use it once you want to present your financial report of the month or the day. Now let's take a look at the basics of getting started creating dashboards. So in this video, I'm going to combine both the beginner level as well as the intermediate and advanced level. So I have 3 levels in this, because the first one is just the basics, how to structure it, and the second one we're going to put some of the components. Then in the third level, we're going to make it look much more nicer if we use all the components that we need, all the ingredients that we need to combine, so that it can make much more sense. So let's start. To start that, open a new worksheet. It should look like this, blank new. I love to make or to hide all the commands. Now let me bring them down for the sake of you, so that you can be following along. Well, this is how your worksheet is looking like. So you also want now to do this work. We need to formulate a dashboard. So first thing, we need to bring in the shapes, like the way I showed you here, that I had these shapes and these shapes here. So I'm going to bring in those shapes here. What you can do, click on insert, then find illustrations. Under illustrations that we have shapes. Let me pick the rectangle one here, and then I'm going to draw it there. Great. Now according to the sheet that I want, I'm going to have these subtotals. Then I'm also going to have this total here, the gross total. So I need about 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 shapes of that. So I'm going to grab 5. To make it easy, I'm going to copy that and paste. I'm having 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. So make sure you arrange them very well, close and neat, so that they can look so presentable. Great. Like that. So you can use any shape. Now, the first thing that we need to do, you can click on the shape here, then come on format. There you can interact with it and make some edits, the font. Now what we are here is that we need to present this data. We don't want to show all these things. We are going to use charts to show all these details like per week. What we are interested in here is these totals that we are having in here. So that's all what we want, these totals. Great. So what are you going to do is click on the shape, go to the function button, then click equals, go to first sheet 1 where we have data, then click on the total for week 1, then enter. Repeat the process on all first 4. Let's do that. Equals sheet 1, do that. Right, repeat the same in all the shapes that we have. Here you have the values for week 1. Just click on week 1 here, click equals sheet 1, then go to sheet 1, pick the cell that you want so that you can define it very well. So here put week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, then here you are going to have the total, as you can see. So you can interact with this by changing them. Come here, change that, let me bring it down, then I align it. Same with this one, you can align it in that manner and make it bold, to reach to something readable. You can increase the size, keep on doing that until everything is done according to the way you want these things to be. Make sure that the font size is checked. You do that. And the font name. Okay, great, like that. Now, presenting data in this way, nobody can know which one is for week 2, week 3. So we need to put the names, those labels here. So what can you do? Click on insert, then find text box here to this far end, text box, then draw the text box here. Simply copy this very text box, then come here and paste it there. Copy it and paste here. So you can paste that like that, then just move them on there, here also, there, and there. So quickly put the names, like this is for week 1. Great. Make sure to change the font. It should look present and appealing. I love to change the feeling of that so that it can look very uniform. I'm going to use simple blue like that one. Same with this one. Just put that there. Just put that and that. So put that. Even here I bring that. Even in the first one I put that. So as you can see, it is labeled week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So make sure to change the font and the size. Let this look pretty good because it is your presentation. We're presenting it. Great. Good, like that. It looks pretty good. Now one thing here is this. if I click on the shape and I try to drag it, that week 1 is leaving. So I need to lock this. To lock this, click on the shape, hold Control, then click on the text box like that, where you have typed the week number, then click on page layout. On page layout to the end here, you're having group, and click on group. So as you can see now, this thing is attached and it can move wherever I take it. Is going to be like that week 1. Great. So repeat the same process. Click on the shape, hold Control, click on page layout, then click on group there, then you can group that. Come to the third one, do the same like that. So once you lock it, you're going to see that when you are presenting your data, it is not going to be leaving each other. Things are going to be attached. So do that quickly like that. Great. So that even if I run a test, everything is intact and is touched. So basically, I've retrieved this data. Now see, I've created a link for week 1 and the datasheet here that I'm having. Let's say here in week 1, this column at quarter zone, I'm having 613. What if we update it to 723? If I put 723, it is going to give us 4,608. Notice that even here the total has changed to 12,200. So I want to confirm if in the first data or first drawing I'm having 4,600. Has it updated itself? Great. I'm having 4,608. Even here 12248. So this thing, it is working perfect. The link is so strong and the bond is working perfectly fine. So I need to do something just apart from that. Yes, I'm having the data there. So to do this, you need to remember that always customize the text in both the text chart as well as in the shape so that it can look pleasant according to the way you want. Make sure to arrange everything and make sure that the data is well updated and it is in a table form so that you can avoid some errors. Great. So I've showed you how to link and how to start making a dashboard. Great. Now let's move to the second level of intermediate, which is the one that I'm calling intermediate level. So in this level, I'm going to show you how to add some additional functionalities to this dashboard that we've just created. I'm also going to show you how to make it look a little bit nicer. Then in the concluding part, in the advanced level, I'm going to show you how you can perfectly present it and do it. So let's try to add links to this. Imagine that you are presenting, then the figures you're not so sure if you really the dashboard is really updated or not. So we need a way so that if we click on week 1, it should take us to this sheet here. How can we do that? Quickly click on the week 1 text box there, then click on insert, then go to your right hand side and find hyperlink. Then we are having functional arguments here, which is the insert hyperlink. So it is asking us, it's giving us these 3 options where we can link that text box to. We can link it to existing file or web page, a place in this document. So that table is within this document. So click on place in this document, then cell sheet 1. Then here we need to define which cell do we really want to link it to, so that once we click on it, it is going to go straight. But for the meantime, keep that. We're going to edit it because we are not so sure of the cell link. So let's try to run that. Once I click there, as you can see, it is taking me to this. So this is the A1 cell. Now this total I want is in cell C11. Cell C11. So I'm going here, you right click and edit hyperlink. So instead of here having A1, let's put C11 and click on enter. Let's try to run that again. Click on it. Yeah, I'm having the exact figure here. The cursor is taking me to the very number that I really want. So that's the first thing. We've tried by all means to put the links on all these things. We've outputted the links. Great. So we are so cool now. So that once we click on the bottom or we click on week 1, it is taking us to the selected sheet. So we need to be specific, like the way I've mentioned, with the column we want to link. By right clicking, then edit hyperlink, then put the correct cell, you go with OK. So at this point of time now, as you can see, since we have added this, we can now bring on the charts. So let's get back to the data here. I need to present this data weekly according to the zone. According to the zone, each and every zone. So I'm going to break it down like this so that I can have proper analysis of these things. Clear analysis. I need just this data here for Chimba in week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. So to get that data, I'm going to do that like that. Then I get this data here because that's what I want. Then click on insert. Let's come to the charts here. Let me pick the columns here, 2D column. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. October. Let me use this. Great, looks like that. So the title chart, I can close that. Yeah, because I'm having the name down here. So the chart title, I can remove that. Great. So once I have that, what I'm going to do here is just to cut this and bring it into my work, and let me paste it there. Yeah, and I can drag it this side, yeah, according to the way I want. So let me start arranging this data now per week, then paste that. Good. So I'm having these two data sets here, having the first one and the second one. Great, like that. So this time around, let's get, now these totals, we've already gotten them. Let's just get one thing. Let's take Lusaka. We want only to discuss Lusaka because this is where we are having a lot of cases. We have a 874, 4, 500, and then 94. As you can see, this is a large number. So we want to discuss Lusaka. So what we can do, just to pick Lusaka like that. Then we include months. Then we go on insert. Let's get that. Wait. Alright, good. Let me even use that. Yeah, so that it can look at least so attractive. Then, as usual, copy that. We cut it and bring it here. This is what we want to discuss this time around. You bring it closer. So on the title chart now, this time around, we are going to put the name as Lusaka. Sorry for that. We are going to put the name as Lusaka. Let me get back to the sheet there and redo the work. Good. Yeah. So chart title, I want it to be Lusaka, because this is the one that we want to go and discuss. So you can see you're having the figures for Lusaka like that. So as you can see, I'm building my dashboard. It is looking at least advanced, as you can see there. Now you think that just using these charts is not enough. There is also one thing here that we cannot. It is having a less numbers. We can discuss Kasama also. So for Kasama we can have that. Yeah, the weeks, we get them like that. Yeah, that's the zone. Then we can click on insert. This time around, let me try to use a pie chart. Yeah, they're in different shapes. For Kasama, no, I think let me use the histogram to represent that. Yeah, the histograms. Yeah. What if I try to combine? Okay, let me just pick the histogram. Yeah. This one, let me change the type. Great, now it's looking pretty cool. Let me show you that. So to see how things are going, click on view. Then let's try to hide the formula bar, the headlines, and the grid lines, where the grid lines. Then there's one thing that we can do. It's to hide the ribbon like that. Then let's try to see. Good. I'm not yet done with it, but it's looking at least outstanding. It is so impressive that I can present my data and the audience can be so interested in just seeing what drawings I'm having here. It can be so attractive to them. So let me try to put this down here so that I can have other things to put there. So what else can I put there? You can bring back these things that we are using. Yeah, you can bring it, show even the commands. Great. Let me say, now I just want to discuss 1 week, maybe how we worked in 1 week. Let's say the first week, because this is where we are having 4,000. So let's try to compare week 1 and week 4. So let's grab this data in week 1, starting on week here. Okay, like that. Start from the zone, week 1 up to there. You can have shift, then how we worked with that. Right. So just the same rule. Highlight the data, go on insert. I think this time around we can use the scatter lines to give us the difference. Yeah, scatter lines to give us the difference so that we can see how we performed in each and every zone. So we can say zones here. Say zone, zones. We can change that, we can get that, I think. Oh, let me use this one. Yeah, it looks so pretty good. Then same row, I'm going to cut and I'm going to paste it in here. Let me bring it close here so that it can be seen. Alright, good. So make sure that the arrangement is also well. As you can see, I'm trying to adjust and increase, yeah, where I can, so that my presentation can look so neat and clean. Good. So as you can see, my data is well arranged and everything is looking fine. I'm sure you're even admiring my work right now. Yeah. So there is one important thing that we can include. Now that takes us into the advanced level. we need to bring in some collections using different data workbooks. This is for this year. Now imagine that last year we also did the same campaign, and we found that what we had, we need to compare to what's happening right now so that we can figure out how things are moving. Right, so what can we do? What we can do first, we need to open the document where this data is stored. So quickly, let me open. So now my document is open, and this is the number that I want to get. This is the number that I really want to get. So now get back to my dashboard. There, then I need one more shape like the one that I'm already having here. So I'm just going to copy there, then and paste it there. Great. So here I'm having gross, so I'm going to put 2022 vaccination. Okay, so me as the presenter of this data, I already know where this data is. So on these figures that you are having here, you are going to do some justice. So let me try to remove one thing. Let me try to remove the formula, because what I copied is actually having a formula in it. So let me try to do that. Okay, sure. Right. Okay, so I need to delete this formula because I just copied it together, the formula, so that I can have power to edit this. Great. So it's the same rule. I'm going to put equals in there, just like what we did. Once I click on that equals, once we type where that equals, then hold ALT button and tap just once like that. It is going to open the next workbook like this one. So get this and click on OK. So you're going to see that I've tapped that formula here. I'm going to have the numbers. As you can see in the formula, it's giving me where the file document where I got that, and this is the link. So if I try to go in there where I got the data, once I update it, it is also going to be updated here at this side. Great, it is also going to be updated. Now I need to connect the workbook 1 and the dashboard, so that if the number changes, the dashboard can be updated. So if everything changes in this sheet 1, I need also this dashboard to update itself, or this work to update itself at once. So that if you put data often from other workbooks into a dashboard from time to time, you may run into some serious problems. What if that workbook gets deleted or moved? The link might get corrupted. For that we all know, so I can't reach that far. So if that happens, what can you do? To solve that problem, click in here, then click on data. Once you go on data, you're going to find that edit links. So click on edit links. It's the one that is actually active here. Yeah, click on edit links. Then it is showing you the source, and you can even see the status that it is updated and it is open. So if you want to change, if it has been moved, you can come on change source, update values, or anything like that. Then you can simply close. Then it means that you have really updated the status of that. So if you can't see edit links, what you can do alternatively, click on the shape, then right click. Once you right click, you're going to see there it is written hyperlink. So once you click on it, it is going to take you to where I'm from explaining. Great. So I can use these options to update, change, or justify, or just open the source of that document. So from here you can keep on adding more data, graphs, and the charts, so that your dashboard can continue looking outstanding as the way you want. So let me show you now in general my sample, how it is looking, how pretty my data is being presented. Very neat and clean. As you can see, it is very neat and clean. You can even present at any time, anywhere where you want. So this is how we make a dashboard. So make sure to follow the rules. First of all, you organize your data, then follow the steps that I just used in this video. I was trying by all means to be so slow so that you can understand and see what I'm doing and where I'm clicking. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe so that once we post the new video, you get updated as soon as possible. Goodbye.